Alright everybody, so I wanted to find a simple project that's relatively quick as well, that I could post up. So I searched around for some different designs, and this is what I came up with. This is what I chose. I didn't come up with this necessarily. So this is a Moravian Star. So we're going to get ourselves a block of wood. We want it to be square. It can be any size you want. This is 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches. That's the important part, that it's square. If you can get this at most hobby craft stores, you can get it online. If you have 2x4 laying around, grab 2x4, cut it up into a square. That'll work. Pine is an excellent wood to carve on. I believe this is basswood. It wasn't marked. And I didn't mention in the basics, carving basic video about grain, we want to find wood with a tight, straight grain. That's what we're looking for. So this is what I got at the store. So this is what we're working with. And what we want to do, once we have our block of wood square, we are going to find center. Get yourself a roller, find center. We're going to mark center. We're going to draw a line vertically, horizontally on every side. Once we do that, we're going to come back and we're going to connect our corners, and we're going to be left with this on every side. Now we're going to start off right here. You can choose any side that you would like. We're going to take off that and this. So we're going to be cutting into here, taking off this and this, following our lines. After that, we're going to continue on to the next side, taking this chunk out, and same on the other side. Okay. Alright, again, we're going to be using the Bark River ultralight bushcrafter. .3V bog oak. You can see this is absolutely a gorgeous wood. So this is I'm assuming it's a naturally stabilized wood. I mean, it's been underwater for hundreds and hundreds of years, and it has been turned into this gorgeous set of handle scales on this ultralight bushcrafter. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You got the blade profile, the same as the Big Brother Bark River bushcrafter. Am I saying butch? I feel like I'm saying butch. The butch crafter. Get yourself a butch crafter, guys. I don't know why it sounds like it's coming out that way. I think it is. Bush crafter. Bark River bush crafter. Alright, enough of that. So, anyway, we're going to start off. We're going to be using 2 cuts, really, to do this whole project. So, we're going to do a stop cut. We're going to choose a side. We're going to make a stop cut right here. Now, I'm aware of my fingers. I have my fingers behind the block, and I'm not pushing with so much force that it's going to pop out of my hands, and I'm going to cut my finger. Every cut, I want to be in control, okay? So, nice and slow. We can take our time, take a little bit at a time. Then we're going to make this cut come up till we meet the center line. We don't want to go past that center line on both sides. Okay. Once we get that, we can bear down a little bit in the middle, and then we're going to come over here, and I'm going to hold this just like I'm grabbing a bottle. Put it right in my hand, tip up. Okay, now my hand is behind all of this, so as long as I'm making nice easy peeling cuts, that's what we'll be using here, peeling cut, we should be okay. See how easy that, nice and controlled, pop a corner out. Nice and controlled, pop it out. Flip it around, and same thing on the other side. Nice and controlled, pop it out. Don't try to make sure your angle is not too steep. Make nice soft cuts. We don't want a hard angle. Nice, controlled, get our chip out. So, come back here, flip it around. We can clean up this side a little more. Nice easy cut. Pop it out. Pop it out. Flip it. Nice easy cut. Pop it out. Alright, so, and we can come back again, making sure we're aware of all our fingers. Get a little deeper to the center line, rock in the middle a little bit. And actually, using the belly will help a little bit here. And get it seated, okay? We're in here nice and seated with the belly. Now we can take it and rock it, and rock it. Rock it, and rock it. And I'm actually rocking the block here, okay? I'm not even moving my knife, so I'm controlling the block with my hand. Nice and easy, and I'm not pressing too hard, but enough that I can get a little bit of penetration there. So we'll come back, flip it over, grab it like a bottle. Nice easy cuts. Taking our time. We don't want to rush, guys. We want to be aware of our fingers at all times. I suggest a glove while doing this. And now I'm getting close to my line, so I'm taking my time, trying to take nice, just small little slices at a time. And I'm holding this blade like this right now, so I actually have a finger up here, but it's resting down on the scale of the knife, and I have it in a side pinch grip. grabbing that bottle. Look at our work, see what we're doing. Come in, take a chunk off. Getting close to our line. Okay, we need a little more on this side. It's alright. Come in, take a little bit off this side. A little bit more. Little chunks. Getting close, so we want to take our time. Alright, so that's looking pretty good there. On that side, we flip it around, clean this side up. We're almost there. A little bit on the top. I apologize, guys, if you're having trouble seeing, if I'm in out of the shot. I'm kind of focusing on the blade and my fingers. So I apologize. I'm new to filming and doing this at the same time. So I apologize for missing a lot of this. Alright, so a little more on there. Oh yeah, totally missed that, guys, sorry. Just working that blade, cleaning it across there, nice and light strokes. Okay. Again, just planing it across there, nice and light strokes. Blade work. Alright, so we got something like this to start. Now we'll go around and do this on every side that we have shaded. And I'll go do that real quick. I'll clean this up, need a little more here. You can see that on the corners. Let's clean everything up real quick and I'll show you what it looks like at that point. Alright, once we've made it the whole way around, then we're going to move on and pick another side. So remember, we're always cutting in right at the corner, just like this. Everywhere we're cutting, we're never cutting flat. We're always on our corners and then taking that pie cut out there. Okay, so now this time, same deal. We're gonna hold it in our hand, same way. But I want you guys to do a push cut this time. So right here, I'm gonna use my thumb as my lever. Just take a little chunk. Okay. Flip it around. Okay, taking our time. Center. cutting against the grain here on this one, so this was a poor example to choose, but we just take our time. If we're cutting on a square and we're cutting on every face of it, we're definitely going to hit grain going in the opposite direction that we want to be cutting. So we just have to take our time and work with it. Nice and slow, always watching our lines. And I should mention too, when you get in here and you're dug in, don't try to pop it. Don't try to really force it. I think I said pop it about 300 times there in the beginning, but if you're in there and you really pop that, it's going to pop this whole corner off, split the corner right here. So be careful with that. And rotate. And if we make a cut and rotate to the opposite side every time, it should clean it out pretty good. We can flip it back over and go back to a peeling cut if we choose to. Sometimes this actually might make things easier, depending on how we're cutting against the grain there. We were on this example, so this actually is going to make things a lot easier. You can see right there, it just clean things right up. So good example of how the grain is running, the orientation of the grain, and what we're cutting on that orientation of the grain. Small slices when we get close to the line. I promise, guys, I'll work on my coordination with the camera here. I don't think it's working out too well. I'm focusing, I should be watching through the lens, I guess, but I'm not sure if that's how these guys do it that record or not. But I'm watching over top and kind of losing sight of the picture and the camera. So anyway, that's what we're left with. Clean that up a little bit more, get a little closer on my edges. Bring them in a nice tight line. so. All right, now we'll go around. We'll do that every corner, never on the flat, always on a corner. And when we're done, we'll be left with a Moravian Star. So I'll get this finished carving. I'll finish carving this, and I'll be right back with the finished product. So stay with me, guys.
This is the Moravian Star.
Very good, bud. Okay, and this is what we got when we're done. It's a cool little project, and it takes a little bit of time, but we use 3 different cuts, 3 different, 3 different cuts: a push cut, stock cut, and the bearing cut, and then we're left with the Moravian Star. Pretty cool, guys. So thought it was a cool project for you to try. What do you think, Riley? Do you like it, bud?
Good.
You think it's cool? Huh? You proud of Daddy? Thanks, buddy. I love you. And Riley was carving too, guys. I'll put that here at the end, give you a shot of him carving a little bit with his open out. All right. You want to tell everybody bye, bud? We'll see him next time.
Bye.
See you guys.
This is the sharpest knife in the world.
That's pretty sharp. Mike Stewart, what do you think? Sharpest knife in the world. We'll see you next time. Doing great, buddy. 5 years old. Gonna be 6, right? Yep. How many push-ups can you do now?
5.
5? Pretty good. Push-up per year. Don't take that. Let me see what you got right there, bud. Not bad for a 5-year-old, huh? Good.
Can I go to this, Mama?
You sure can, buddy. I love you so much.